I'm so sick of being a walking list of side effects.
At least you're not covered in a rash like last time. Thank you for finally making it out.
Of course. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you. I have to believe that we're getting closer. Do you want to go lay down?
Can't. Hey, kid.
You made it! Oh, nice place you got here. I had to pay Sacagawea 4 blue beads to help me find the place, but yes, the party can now begin.
It is not that far out.
From where I am? I can't believe that Tom actually commutes in every day.
Are you kidding? He loves the extra reading time.
So, Maggie, may this place give you the peace, quiet, and inspiration to write another bestseller. And Tom, may the tenure committee never get wind of the fact that you have a private golf hole in your backyard, lest they give this position to somebody who actually needs it. Cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, I feel like I'll have a to-do list on my tombstone, but so far we're pretty happy.
I can imagine. See, this is why I have not moved in 15 years. No, really. What does one do with a third floor?
We pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, I threw some of the old owner's furniture up there, but I think we could have just shared the house with them.
Oh, hi, Jeremy. Thanks for coming.
Maggie, could I steal you away for just a sec?
Oh, we don't have anything to discuss yet.
Actually, that's what I'd love to discuss.
I'm not keeping any secrets.
Okay. Okay. Listen, you know what I'm going to say. They just want to see that you're on track to deliver. A first chapter, synopsis, an outline. Hell, they'll even take a good one-liner at this point.
Here, there's everything.
I can't buy you much more time, Maggie. Now, you can always rewrite it later, but right now you have to give me something to create the illusion of progress.
But it sounds like you can write it.
Maggie, they have made a major investment in you. Yes?
Fine. I'll get you something.
Thank you. Congratulations. It's really quite a lovely home.
Well, you must be feeling better.
At least I have an appetite. I think everyone had fun, don't you?
Yeah. Jeremy's a force.
I don't know what he expects me to give him. I mean, it's not like I can write anything when I'm this foggy. Maybe I should just go off my meds until I'm out of this funk.
No, Maggie.
Just till I get the synopsis out the door, maybe a few chapters.
It'll come. All writers go through this.
Will you still love me when the bank takes away the house?
And they kick us to the street.
Prove it.
why'd you put this guy on, huh?
I need to tell you something.
Okay. What is this?
Open it.
Really?
Looks like it.
But, how did we even...
I think it was that night that we finished unpacking and...
Right. Did you talk to Dr. Ambrose?
I did some research, but I wanted to tell you first.
Wow. This is a lot to take in, isn't it?
Well, it's not ideal, but it's partly why we moved out here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't seem excited.
No, I am. I'm just processing. I am.
You could have fooled me.
Oh, no, I just, I don't know. Never mind.
What?
Well, I guess my mind just automatically goes to what could go wrong. You know, I want our children to be healthy. And if we go the traditional route, there's just statistically a higher chance of, you know.
I don't know. Are you saying you don't consider me healthy?
No, I'm not saying that.
Because I like my life. I like who I am, and I'm beginning to wonder if you do too.
That's not fair. I love you, and I love everything about you. But I see it as if we could potentially protect them from certain struggles, don't we owe it to them to at least discuss that?
It's not a hypothetical. We're pregnant.
And I'm not saying that I don't want the baby. I only want to be sure that we are making this decision for the right reasons and that it is a decision.
I know we were gonna plan this out the right way and even adopt, but now that it's happened, I know this is what I want.
It scares me a little.
Me too. But we're ready. We're gonna be great parents.
Okay. Okay. Let's be excited.
All right, we may be able to change your meds to try and reduce the chance of birth defects, but you know, it has taken us a long time to find a combo that works. Now, we could go back to first generation antipsychotics, category C's, and even try ECT. I mean, you know, those have the most clinical evidence, but I have to tell you, even if we do, there is no risk-free option.
So I have to stay on something?
Yes, Maggie, with your history, yes.
Can we at least lower the dosages?
Now, look, it's a challenging situation, I know, but do you remember where you were 18 months ago? Now, you may feel good now, but the pregnancy's only going to make it harder to stay in balance.
But I've read that you can lower or taper off and be fine.
And what have I said about online threats?
I know, I just really think that there have to be other options.
In some cases, there are. But I'm afraid that I cannot recommend them for you.
There are already several risk factors for the child since the pregnancy was unplanned and you're still on medication. What I'm saying is that we can greatly reduce those factors by titrating off the medication as soon as possible. Usually, I don't recommend the mother be on anything stronger than a baby aspirin.
How long has my wife been seeing you?
I know Maggie's history.
Well, I don't have the benefit of a medical degree, but all it took was a quick search to know that in a case like
It
ours...
is my obligation to outline the serious possible outcomes for the baby.
I think we should listen to the doctor.
I think that we've heard enough.
I will let you two discuss this privately.
Don't bother. And I just have to say, I think it's unbelievably irresponsible of you to just wheel out stock medical advice without factoring in her past.
Mr. Schaefer, I assure you, I have taken everything into consideration.
That she tried to kill herself before when she went off her meds. Are you taking that into consideration right now?
Yes.
And why would you try to scare my wife into going off them again when you know that?
The situation is completely different, Tom.
All I can offer is my recommendation based on actual experience.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
I'm so sorry.
No, not at all. There'll need to be some more tests in a couple of weeks, so let me know what you decide. You can get dressed.
Thank you.
Maggie! I must see you exercising every day.
I try.
Do you want a glass of water or something?
Oh, I'm fine. I just want to go take a shower. Are you all right, dear?
Hey! Just put your head between your knees. Is Tom home? Is Tom home? Here, drink this.
Thank you. I'm feeling better.
You sure?
Yeah. I just need to take it easy for a minute. I promise.
You do?
Yes. You're totally right. I just worry about the baby.
I love you so much. And we can only control what we can control. And the thought of losing you terrifies me.
I'm not my father.
I know that. I know that you're not. But you just have to be extra careful. Yeah?
Yep.
Meet you in bed.
So will you tell your mother about the baby?
I hadn't even thought about it. I mean, considering we're not speaking, I'm not sure how I would. Tom says I don't even owe her my vote, and I agree.
Well, it could be an opportunity for you both to forgive and potentially heal.
I don't think I want my child to have a relationship with her. I mean, yes, my book jeopardized her re-election campaign, but she basically chose her seat over me, and I still don't forgive her for that.
Do you regret sharing any of those details now?
No. She did ruin my father's life and my childhood, and her reaction made me realize that there was no point in even trying to have a relationship.
You think that's a fair perspective?
She's the parent.
No, I mean about your father.
I think she had a lot to do with it, yes. I mean, when you're with someone like my father, you have a responsibility to look out for them, and she never made any sacrifices for us. I mean, I'm over wishing someone would send her an envelope full of anthrax, but I still don't trust her.
Now, you know that I give you the benefit of the doubt when you say things like that, right?
That's why I say things like that.
So have you thought through whether you want to change your meds? I know it was weighing on you pretty heavily last time.
It was.
And?
No.
Okay, well, we'll just stay the course.
I meant no. I I've stopped taking them.
Maggie, you know I can't support that.
I don't need you to.
Why don't we invite Tom in, and we can talk about this decision as well as its repercussions together.
I do not give you permission to contact him. He has made it very clear that he has no objectivity on this issue.
And you think you do? You know, wanting to go off your medications can itself be a symptom of the disorder.
Are you questioning my motivation?
I'm saying it can be difficult to see why you make a decision from inside. I mean, do you think it's possible that telling me is your way of asking for my help?
No.
All right, I'm aware that I didn't give you many options, but I would much rather you go on a lower dosage or try a different medication than go off them altogether.
I can't take those drugs without thinking about what they're doing. I was already on them too long as it is.
Well, then I need to go back to seeing you 2 times a week. Maybe more. I mean, it's going to be critical that we closely monitor your progress.
Well, I can already tell that this commute is going to be too much with my new writing schedule. If anything, I'd like to scale back.
Maggie, the chance of a relapse was high enough with you just getting pregnant. I mean, going off your meds all but guarantees that you will suffer a severe episode. Now, I need you to understand that.
I'd like to call it a day. What about the severed self? And you can still keep an exploration of selfhood in 19th century literature.
Yeah, I like it. Is it too gothic?
You're writing about Jekyll and Hyde, right?
Well, I have to include it, but there are a lot of other texts where the author or protagonist's duality or division are central, like Wilde's picture of Dorian Gray, Tennyson's Idylls of the King, Jane Eyre. I'm also looking at philosophical and scientific works for context.
I want to say you did a lecture on this. Something like how meeting your double was considered an omen of death.
Yes, that was my lecture. Thank you for remembering it so clearly.
I'm sure I was very distracted.
Okay.
I found a reproductive psychiatrist today. Her name is Dr. Ellen Burke, and she's very impressive.
Okay, good. Right. Did you find her in the city?
No, out here?
Oh, even better. You want me to go with you? Okay. Understood.
Don't tell anyone else, though, okay? It's probably too early to even have told you.
Of course, yeah. And you're feeling good?
Yeah. I mean, at first I was vomiting like it was college all over again.
I should have given you a buzz cut. I held your hair back so often.
Stop. But now I'm great. Tired, but great.
Did you guys decide against adopting?
Still an option. It's a big house.
I guess I was more asking what shifted.
Well, it was a surprise.
That makes a lot more sense. Because you didn't tell me you were trying.
Yeah, we weren't. And, I'm still on my meds, so it's complicated. I mean, we won't even know for 6 more weeks if they've affected the baby.
It sounds like you found out early enough to be able to make an informed decision. And no matter what happens, if it comes down to that, it'll be for the best.
What the fuck, Yvonne?
No, then you'll be able to adopt. Or plan it out with your doctor and have a less stressful experience. I'm just saying, if it's viable or not, you can still start a family.
So glad you came out for the weekend.
Are you sure I can't take you later? I'll make you breakfast.
No, I gotta get back. I have to memorize these lines. Thanks, though.
I liked having you out here this weekend.
Me too. I must say, I don't mind having a country house. We should do more when I get back.
Deal.
Will I see you before I leave?
If you want, text me.
Ready to go?
Yes, Professor.
I'm sweaty.
I love you.
Me too.
I can't stress how critical it is that you stay consistent with someone who's been with you through your entire history.
Like a river running wild, she's away. Oh, like a river running wild,
I don't know how much.
she's away.
Maggie.
What?
One last breath. Good. Nice and clear. Have the bananas been helping?
Yeah, I don't feel that nauseous anymore.
Great. Great. It's my little trick.
Before you go, I'm gonna get my book for you.
No. I'll buy it.
Don't be silly, Skylar. It's just upstairs. I just feel weird that you're gonna read it.
It's you. I want to be on your turf. I've actually meant to read it for years.
Years? You make it sound like it's been out forever.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you Maggie?
No, she's just upstairs. I'm Skylar, her midwife.
I'm Henry. I'm here for a piano lesson.
I always wanted to learn an instrument.
It's never too late. I hope you don't mind. I weaseled my way in.
No. Happy you're here.
Thank you. It'll be so great for the baby to be around music.
That's what I thought. I always was. My dad would play for hours on end.
Shoot for music, but this is the first lesson, so no promises. No expectations.
Oh, well, yeah. First since I was a little girl. Hopefully something stuck.
Babies aren't picky.
Come again?
We just need to tap back in your muscle memory. It was all in there somewhere.
If it is, it's pretty buried.
I can't tell you how many of my students lose interest after a few years.
Well, I stopped after my dad died. It reminded me too much of him.
Sorry to hear that.
The piano's a good memory.
I should warn you that I don't accept it when my pupils don't practice. And if you don't put the effort in, what's the point, right?
Couldn't agree more.
Great. Well, I expect you know the drill. Practice the song and do pages 7 through 12 in the workbook. I'll see you same time next week.
Same time. Now he's calling the home phone. Hello?
Hello, I have Jeremy on the line from Miss Black.
Je ne comprends pas. Je ne suis pas Madame Black. Parlez-vous français?
Jeremy, will you pick up? I can't understand what this woman is saying.
C'est qui à l'appareil?
Maggie, are you there?
Je ne comprends pas, monsieur.
Oh, come on, cut the crap.
Pardon?
You know, I guess I'd be avoiding me too if I'd written the synopsis that you sent me. Frankly, it's lacking.
Maybe you should just talk to him.
There's a lot of good stuff in there, but it's just not ready to take some yet.
I thought you said we just had to create the illusion of progress.
Yeah, but I didn't expect this direction. It's not in your voice, Maggie. It's not what they want, and it's not what's going to...
Do you want to hold her?
She's so tiny.
We should put her back before we hurt her.
1 second.
We need to put her back. Tom.
Maggie! Shh, Maggie! Stop! Shh. Shh. It's okay.
Hey.
Hey.
You feeling better? You scared me last night.
I'm fine.
What were you dreaming about?
It was nothing. Kim, I've got a load of towels in the washer. Can you switch them to the dryer? I'm gonna run upstairs.
Yes, of course. You were screaming.
Stop exaggerating. Tom. Why did you bring that up in front of her?
It was just a dream. I didn't think it would embarrass you.
Well, it did. I don't want everyone knowing the details of my private life.
Well, I guess I don't equate Kim with everyone.
She practically works for half the town.
I don't think she's the type.
Then you're naive. I'm sorry. Jeremy really pissed me off and I'm taking it out on you.
It's fine. He's an asshole.
I just don't need the added pressure on top of everything else.
Well, it's really hard to start a book, especially when the expectations are so high.
Intellectually, I understand that, but every other part of me just wants to punch a wall. I'm going to sleep. Hello?
Hi, may I speak with Miss Black?
Speaking.
This is the clinic calling with results from your screenings.
Hi.
So I see here that your tests did not show any signs of abnormalities.
My AFP levels?
Normal.
So there aren't any signs of...
Showed no irregularities, ma'am. Can I go ahead and get you set up for another appointment?
It's a healthy baby!
I knew it! I'm coming in.
Tom, you awake?
No.
I can't sleep.
Or try your left side. They say that's the best.
One more breath. And breathe out. Good. Good. You can also take a warm sea salt bath with lavender at night to help you get into a meditative state.
So it's pretty normal then?
Oh, yes. Everybody has sleep disturbances at some point. And there is one more thing we can do. Use your hands, not your stomach muscles, to get up.
What are you doing?
We are hiding your clocks.
Why?
To take the pressure off. I want you to allow yourself to connect with the internal rhythm.
Okay. I mean, I'll try anything.
Where's my alarm clock?
I bought you a coffee.
Oh, I'll have to take it with me.
It's gonna get cold.
Maggie, you are so sweet, but I don't have time.
Aren't you going to ask how the appointment went? I thought you wanted to be more involved.
I have a meeting with the dean in I don't even know how many minutes because there are no clocks. Maggie. Of course I want to know how it went. I'll call you after the meeting.
You haven't been practicing?
No, I haven't. I've been writing.
I'm disappointed.
My writing's a little more important. Don't take offense.
Why don't you take the rest of this hour to practice, and we'll meet up again next week.
Wait, well, can we at least talk? My husband's been working a lot recently, and I've just been bouncing around this house. I mean, I am paying you for this time.
I'm teaching you a valuable lesson.
So fucking dumb.
Language.
Tom, you can throw your own shower, right?
What?
Baby shower.
I don't know, Mags. I'm sleeping.
Is it weird if I throw my own? No one's offered. I mean, I guess I don't see anyone anymore.
You can do whatever you want.
That's what I think, too. When Yvonne gets back. Tom.
Huh?
I'm horny for you.
Again? I'm so tired. Maggie. I thought I was gonna love this for the pregnancy.
What's all this?
Baby shower invites.
Oh, right. You sure you'll be up for it?
I'm having a shower, Tom.
And I would not try to stop you, nor could I. It looks like you've made half of them already.
Where are you going?
Work?
I thought you had today off.
Well, I don't have any classes, but I'm gonna go do some writing.
I had so much fun with you last night. I was kind of expecting to have more fun with you today. I mean, we have this big house at your disposal. Why don't you work from home?
I would, but I think I have to meet with Kelly.
Who?
One of my thesis advisees. She's helping me with some of her research. I'm sure I've mentioned her to you.
Not that I remember.
Well, she's a big help.
I could be a big help.
Okay. You have your own work to do, and that is not the kind of help that I'm talking about.
Maggie?
Oh! What a wonderful surprise. Did you stop by to give me a lesson?
Bet I did. No, I texted Tom. He didn't tell you?
He's in the city working on his book.
Ah, got it. Yeah, I was driving down from Boston and figured I'd stop in on my way home.
Glad you did.
You look amazing, as usual.
Stop, I feel like an elephant.
Were you really playing golf?
Yes, taking a break. But I'm terrible.
Feet, shoulder, distance apart. Very good. Okay, center of the club face should line up with the ball. And swing through.
I think my stomach's in the way.
Maybe. But, okay. If you just keep your head down and keep your eye right on the ball, this way you're going to see the club make contact. And then your follow through. There it is.
I think I shocked up with the wrong professor.
Yeah, I'm sure that Tom would love to help you with your swing. In fact, maybe you shouldn't even mention our session.
I won't if you don't.
I could fill a pool with that and swim around till I was all sticky with pulp.
Does being pregnant make you that thirsty?
Being pregnant makes you that everything. Do you remember when you taught me to waltz?
Of course I do. When we were all at Ed Quinn's house.
I'm using it in my new book.
Oh, you are you? So what, I'm a character now?
Highly fictionalized. Do you want to come upstairs and read it?
No. I should really let you get back to work. I am sure I've helped you procrastinate enough already today. I really gotta get back to the city.
I see.
Mags? There you are. Why don't you have the light on? I didn't even know that you were home. Maggie?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
Oh. How's it coming?
Quickly.
Well, I'm really proud of you for sticking with it.
I'm kind of on a roll. If you could just...
Stay on your roll. Sorry, I know you don't like interruptions, but I heard the babies need food.
Yeah. Perfect timing. I can't sit here anymore. What if we go to the city? I'm craving a massive burger from that place in the village.
Maggie, my thesis students are coming today, remember?
Oh, shit, that's today. All right, well, I'll just go to the grocery store and get stuff for burgers and maybe sweet potato fries or something.
Mags, we talked about this. Kelly's a pescatarian. We're having grilled salmon and salad. Are you feeling okay? It's early enough. I can call and cancel. They would understand.
No, it's pregnancy brain. I just forgot they were coming. I mean, you've got it covered. You even thought to ask about dietary restrictions.
All right. Do you have a salad dressing preference?
Yes. Don't use a bottled one. Olive oil, salt, pepper, some herbs, balsamic. You know, why don't I just make it? Because I don't have a recipe and the ratios have to be right, so I'll just make it. Or you can make it if that's easier.
Maybe you should go walk on the treadmill or something. I think you've been cooped up in here a little too long.
Yeah. What time are they coming?
1?
Yeah, okay, great. I have time. I just have a piano lesson at 11.
Where's Henry?
I don't know.
I thought I'd get the chance to finally meet him.
I must have messed up the date. I feel like you would have told me if he was gonna cancel.
Well, you can play for me.
No, I've got to get ready for your students.
Oh, come on. I'd love to hear what you've been working on.
Don't put me on the spot, Tom.
Come on in. Do you have any trouble finding the place?
No. Jack has a car.
Yeah, it's a super easy trip. Max! Maggie. What happened? Why are you up here?
Nothing, I slept.
Did you hit your head? Let me see.
I'm fine, just help me up. That's my research for the baby.
Fuck. Maggie!
What?
How long has it been this bad?
All pregnant women nest.
No, if this was nesting, the baby's room wouldn't be practically empty.
I'm planning.
I want you to stay up here and rest. I'm gonna cut lunch short.
No, I don't see why.
I want you to stay up here and rest until we can talk about this, okay? Maggie, please acknowledge me. My students are downstairs, okay?
Okay.
You could layer in.
It's perfect. That'll be great for the end of the chapter. Good work.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Ms. Black, I am such a huge fan. It's amazing to meet you. I'm Kelly.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Hi, Jack Mallory.
I'm sorry I didn't come down and greet you earlier. The little one's already making me late for things.
Shouldn't you be upstairs resting?
I'm fine. You guys hungry? So what's your thesis on Kylie?
It's Kelly.
It's all right. I'm writing about the Brownings. Do you know their work?
In half, I seem to recognize some trick of mischief happened to me. God knows when. In a bad dream, perhaps.
Child Roland to the Dark Tower came.
Very good.
A poem of imagination's revenge.
Hope that's not what Tom taught you. I'd say it's more the agony of the literary quest and the dissatisfying nature of ultimate achievement.
Yikes. I hope that's not what success has taught you.
I can see why he likes you. He has a thing for precocious students.
Maggie.
What, am I embarrassing you? You should know he used to look at me the way he looks at you. Granted, you're not knocked up yet. That seems to put him off.
Maggie, you don't know what you're saying. You're manic.
I know exactly what I'm saying. You just don't want to hear it.
All right. That's enough.
Oh, come on. I know how easy you were to seduce. Almost as easy as Paul. You guys know Professor Foley, yeah?
What are you talking about?
Paul and I had sex while you were at school, presumably fucking her.
How am I supposed to deal with that?
How am I supposed to deal with this?
You promised me. You made me a promise.
Look, I swear, we didn't do anything.
Thanks for lunch.
Maggie, I need you to come downstairs. There's some people who'd like to speak with you.
What have you done?
Ma'am, I'm Officer Callahan, and this is my partner, Officer Rose. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Of course.
Your husband said that you haven't been feeling yourself recently. Is that right?
I'm fine. I think Tom may have overreacted.
Well, we have to respond to every call.
Of course.
Have you been feeling anxious or irritable recently?
No?
What about this afternoon?
Well, this afternoon I found out that my husband has been sleeping with one of his students, and I told him that I slept with his best friend, so naturally there were some heated exchanges, but I'd say we share the responsibility.
I didn't sleep with my student.
Sir? Do you feel that friends or family members want to do you harm?
No, not physically.
Not physically. What do you mean?
Well, I think that calling you was meant to scare me.
I see. Have you been experiencing suicidal thoughts?
No, I have no intention of hurting myself or anyone else, and I do not take the situation lightly. I'm sure Tom has filled you in on my history.
Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Only that I'm so sorry you were dragged into this.
Mr. Schaefer, your wife seems fine. She doesn't meet any of our criteria for further intervention at this point.
That's it. You only asked her a couple of questions.
Well, like I said, she doesn't meet any of the criteria.
She's gone off her meds.
It's not illegal to discontinue your medications, sir.
I know that. I mean that it's critical that she get medical oversight. My students, they were here. They can attest to her behavior.
You can apply for a commitment hearing, which will take place 10 days after you file. At that time, you can have witnesses testify and introduce other evidence. But I have to tell you, Mr. Schaefer, that unless your wife has threatened you, herself, or anybody else with violence, the court won't see a compelling reason to involuntarily commit.
Well, I can't just stand here while she gets worse.
Your complaint will be logged, and if there's any call for us to come back to the house, the officers will have everything on file. Otherwise, there's nothing else for us to do today. All right?
Good evening, ma'am. Don't ever do that to me again. in here.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
It's fine.
I'll start downstairs, yes?
Come in. What are you doing here?
You haven't answered any of my calls, any of my texts, any of my emails.
Sorry, I've been busy. First I was planning my baby shower, and now I'm actually planning a garden for
Well,
spring.
they're done waiting for your manuscript, Maggie. And frankly, so am I.
Waiting?
They're pulling out.
But I have it all ready for you.
You have what ready?
I deviated from the original direction, but I think they'll like it. You were totally right about my first draft. I scrapped that altogether. What you're holding there is mostly fiction. I mean, there's a hint of my creative nonfiction style, but it's definitely a novel. As I was saying, I've just been so busy, you know, with the little one. I wanted to get the book out of the way so that when she got here, it could be completely about her. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love writing, but I plan on being 100% focused on being a mom. I much preferred it when my dad was around. I mean, when he was around.
Maggie, this is actually very good.
Oh, good. I mean, it needs editing, but I've just been so plagued with... Oh, did you get your invite?
The what?
To my baby shower.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did.
I made them all by hand. But that's all taken care of now. So I've moved on to landscape design. I've been doing a lot of research online, and I just have so many ideas for how I can improve the garden. I'm thinking an English garden, rustic and homey, not too manicured, but impeccably well designed. I just want a magical world for my little baby to wander in, if that makes sense.
It's really all here, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Except for the epilogue. I kept trying things, but they either were too reductive or not enigmatic enough or just plain derivative. I thought I wanted to see where they were in 15 years. You know, the fallout, how they've changed, how they haven't changed, but I just think that's overdone, right?
Does Tom know that you're almost finished?
I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, but I do have drawings I made of the garden, if you want to see them.
I'd love to see them. I really would, but I think that we should really nail down this epilogue first.
I'm just thinking about how I could fit it in, and I do have so much going on.
I get that, but if we get the epilogue out of the way, then you got more time to focus on the garden. Right?
Okay, here's what we'll do. I will write out my top 3 choices, and then I will give them to you, and then you can sort through them and decide what you like best.
Why limit yourself? Try for 5.
Hi, Duncan.
Maggie, hey, Duncan, why don't you give us a second, all right?
Oh, did he have to pee? Oh, don't worry, Duncan. I'm leaving now.
Oh, so I came over to take a dip in your pool, which was very nice of you to offer. I wish I had taken more advantage of it this summer, but it was cold, and I don't think you heated. So I just came inside. I love the clawed feet. I wish we had a tub like that in our house. I'm fine.
You just got escorted home naked. What is it gonna take?
I'm trying to keep our baby healthy. So I was having a bath, so I have some hormones flying around. So what?
Why don't we sit down with Dr. Burke and come up with some kind of plan to get us to a healthy birth?
So you can ambush me again? I'm not gonna help you lock me up so that you can start your life with someone else.
What are you talking about? I am trying to get you help so we can be a family. No, please, don't.
Don't follow me!
She's sleeping now. I'll bring her by in the morning when she wakes up. Thank you for pulling strings.
I could make you some tea.
No, thanks.
Well, I can make toast.
I'm fine.
Hey, what's up? Hold on a sec. I'm not near my calendar. It's my agent.
I'm sorry that this card was declined too. Who's Tom Schaefer?
My husband. Here, try this one.
Traveling from somewhere?
Why do you need to know that?
Maybe my manager can help you.
I thought you were resting. I didn't want to wake you. Did you eat?
I wouldn't have come here if I had any other place to go.
Eat.
I just need to stay for a few days till I get some clarity on my situation. Maybe talk to your lawyer.
I wish you'd told me.
Why?
I know we don't have the relationship that either of us envisioned. And I want you to know that I regret how I handled things.
I only wrote that book so you'd understand what it was like for me.
Well, I didn't necessarily agree with your view of our family or even sometimes your version of events. I mean, maybe if your timing had been different and there hadn't been so much attention, we could have talked it out. But
You really don't get it, do you? I shouldn't have come.
No, Maggie, wait. What I meant to say was, I'm sorry.
I didn't come here to guilt you. I just need a place to stay.
And you can't go home?
It's not that I can't. Like I said, I just need to stay here till I get clarity on my situation. Everything's just happening all at once, and I just need some quiet to figure it out.
And Tom? He can't help you figure things out?
No. No, he's part of the problem. He is the problem.
Why do you think that?
Has he called you?
What difference would that make?
He's looking for us. I'm sure of it. He has his own motives.
And if he found you? I don't think it would be as bad as you imagine.
You don't know him.
When you were 18 months old, your father convinced himself that I was trying to drug him. When I was out of town taking depositions, he sent the nanny home, who he thought was one of my spies, He put you in a little blue snowsuit and took you up to the house in Connecticut. When he got there, he didn't trust any of the food at the house. He thought that somehow I'd gotten out there too. So he put you in the crib, grabbed his fishing pole, and went out to catch dinner. You were in that snowsuit, in that crib, for almost 2 days. I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous now, but I've spent so much time thinking I did something wrong, that I could have done something better if I somehow could have prevented it, if I didn't have a career, or I was home more, or if I only paid more attention to him. I blame myself for not being able to make him better, but I have come to realize that neither of us are to blame. And I hope you come to realize that too.
I'm almost finished with my second book. I think you'll like this one. I really think you will.
Get some sleep.
No! Mom!
Come on. Well, it's a great facility, and it's right down the road, so I will get to see you a lot. Okay? What else do you need? All right, let's go. I'm gonna give them a call, let them know that we're on our way. Who would you like to meet us there? Burke?
You can call her, but you won't know who I am.
Are you saying you've never met her? Okay. I will call Ambrose then.
I'm not seeing him anymore.
Then who are you seeing?
Just Skylar.
Who is that?
She's my midwife. She comes to the house.
Fine, give me her number then.
I don't have it.
God damn it, Maggie! I'm trying to help you.
I know. I know, Tom. I love you. I don't know what's going on with me.
It's okay. It's okay.
Just... I just can't let them take her!
Maggie! Maggie, stop! You're shaking.
You need to rest.
Can you go check on Tom?
Of course.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything will be fine. It's
I'm so sorry.
I am too. we can hold off on the hospital for now, but I need to be more involved moving forward, yes?
Okay, I can do that.
All of this could have been avoided if we had just talked about it.
Well, you never gave us a chance to.
Well, I was just so worried about you and the baby that I didn't even want to go down that path.
Let's not fight anymore.
I love you, Magpie. I'm off to work.
Tom, please call me back. I'm worried. Please call me back. Tom?
Mag? No, it's Jeremy. Listen, I just got off the phone with the publisher, and they are in love with your manuscript. They expect it to be bigger than the last one, which means get ready to pump the fuck out of it. So we're all having an impromptu celebration in the city tonight. Can you make it in? Mag?
Tom.
Dad?
What's going on?
No one's answering.
Maggie? Maggie?
I think I need help.
Maggie? Maggie?
Is the baby okay?
Infatuated with her soul. Doesn't matter where she's gone, she's away. Oh, she's a lucky one.